Mrs. Adams is a former Florida Citrus Queen in 1954. 55?
54 and
Okay.
55.
And so tell us a little bit about what led up to becoming the Miss Florida Citrus that year.
Well, I was a student at Florida Southern College, and someone asked me why for me to run for the Florida Citrus Queen. And so I thought about it, and I talked to my parents, and they said if I wanted to, that would be fine. And so I decided that I would, and I ran, and it was in Winter Haven. It was at the Norm Mayo Hall.
Right.
And it was a very happy time for me, and I enjoyed every minute, and I happened to win, and I felt so fortunate to have won.
And when you won that year as Miss Florida Citrus, what did you do as Miss Florida Citrus?
I played the accordion,
Okay.
and so everywhere when I would go to a city, the people in the city said, "Bring your accordion. We want you to play the accordion." So I played all over the state of Florida,
Oh my.
and I just loved every minute of it. No one enjoyed playing the accordion as much as I did.
I've seen you play, and you absolutely do enjoy, and you are just top notch at it as well. So I'd never seen as good of a performance at that point with anybody with an accordion. I was just blown away.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, at that time, and you went to Miss America as Florida Citrus Queen, which had
Yes.
not been done before.
Yes, I went to the Miss America pageant, and I was so very intrigued by the size of the auditorium. It was such a large auditorium.
Was this in Atlantic City?
In Atlantic City, yes. And but I had a wonderful time and met a lot of friends, and it was a great experience for me.
Well, you won a few trophies while you were up there. Let's hear about those.
Well, I was so surprised. I'm from a very small town, Dade City, and they were all behind me 100%. And oh, I can't tell you how much I appreciated all of their encouragement. And
But you won the swimsuit trophy
yes,
while you were
yes, I won the bathing suit competition, the swimsuit, and it was just a wonderful experience for me. You could put my whole hometown of Dade City in the auditorium. That was how large the auditorium was. I had never ever seen such a large auditorium.
Was that intimidating?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. They made you feel right at home.
Well, that's great. But you also went on to become first runner-up at Miss America, correct?
Yes, I did, and I was so fortunate to be there, and then to be first runner-up to Miss America. I missed it by 2 points.
Oh my! You're lucky they told you the points at that time. They don't tell you that anymore. But Lee Merriweather was the Miss America that year.
Yes, she was, and we became good friends. We traveled together.
Oh my!
People requested that I come with her and bring my accordion. They wanted me to bring my accordion and play the accordion. and I'm so thankful they did.
Well, we're thankful to have had you in the industry because you went on to do a lot of things after your reign. I actually remember seeing a picture of you passing your crown. I don't know if it was was it Sally that you passed it on to, but whoever followed you rather, you had Lee Merriweather came back and helped you present that, I believe, right?
Yes, she did. Lee and I became very good friends. We traveled together a lot, all over the United States. And we became very good friends. And I'm just so thankful for the memories that I have.
Well, the scrapbook has a lot of memories in here, but I realized I left something out. So when you were Florida Citrus Queen, at that time you also competed in the Miss Florida, and so you held the two titles?
Yes, it was the only year that they ever had the two titles, but it was Miss Florida and the Florida Citrus Queen.
That's amazing.
And it was an amazing time, and people wanted me to come to their city, but to bring my accordion. And I'm so glad they requested that I did.
Well, you must have some video of that. So we'll have to get maybe a video of you playing the accordion so we can drop it into this interview. That would be nice.
Oh,
So
okay.
I probably got some home movies or something that we could get that from. That'd be great.
Okay, I'll be happy to do that.
So when you were traveling as Florida Citrus Queen, and what were some of the events, do you remember, that you might have been doing with the citrus growers?
Well, I would go to so many parades. They
Right.
would have parades, and so many cities had different functions, and they requested that I come, but to bring my accordion.
So how many different songs did you have to play on the accordion?
Oh,
Or was there one that you played a lot of all the time?
I played Lady of Spain a lot, and I played that in the Miss America pageant also.
Okay. Wow.
And people requested it, and so
Now, you had said here that you had written a song, and I had not heard it, so it was the Here Is Your Crown
Here Is
song.
Your Crown song. Yes, they needed a song, and so I said, well, I'll write one. And they said, you will? And I said, yes, I'll be happy to write a song. So I wrote Here Is Your Crown, and they used it for many years.
Well, I definitely want to see that, so we'll have to get to that as well.
Okay.
But you're also an accomplished organist, is that true?
Yes, I play the organ,
Okay.
and I'll be very happy to play for you.
Well, we might have to do that before I leave for sure. But some of these pictures, I wanted to just, I just wanted to show this because it's so beautiful. That's like a princess. That's like a princess picture. I just love that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. There are a lot of memories in this book. There's one, that one's on the stage in Atlantic City.
In Atlantic City?
Uh-huh.
And what were some of your favorite memories that you
Oh, I tell you, being on that stage in Atlantic City was one of the most wonderful memories that I have. The people in the audience were so warm and gave me so much happiness. I'll never ever forget it.
That's exciting. I can't imagine what that must feel like.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Now, did you ever MC or judge any of the other pageants afterwards?
Oh, yes.
So
I went to many, many pageants all over the state of Florida. And everybody said, be sure you bring your accordion. We want you to play the accordion. So I played all over the state. And the governor would call and request that I come with him when he was to make a speech. he wanted me to play the accordion before his speech.
Oh my gosh. He wanted to get the crowd on his side.
So,
That's wonderful. So in terms of, oh, here's a picture I have to ask about.
oh, yes, I was a skeet shooter. This was a picture of when I was a skeet shooter. And my husband and I both shot skeet.
Now, how did you meet your husband?
I met him at Florida Southern College.
Were you both
We were
students there?
both students. We were students at Florida Southern College. And I met him there. And the next is history,
Now, what was he studying?
citrus,
And what were you studying? Was it music?
music.
Yes. That's so interesting because you guys were married for a long time. I'd see you all around town. It was wonderful. Now, this is an Orange Bowl trophy. What was that?
Oh, yes.
Was that the one down in Miami, the Miami Orange Bowl?
I think it was.
Because I'd seen that before, but it didn't, I've just seen the picture, but not the
Uh-huh.
the actual news clipping, so I
I
wasn't
think
sure.
it was down in Miami.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So that was quite nice.
Yes, it was.
And so some of your travels, what do you think your most favorite
Oh,
memory was?
when I went to Europe, I just loved my trip to Europe, and every minute of it was planned, and
Was that like as part of the USO when they were doing USO tours, or what was that?
it was part of the Florida Citrus Queen.
Oh, nice.
And Miss Florida, and they sent me to Europe, and I loved every minute of it.
I remember going over to, I didn't get to Europe as Citrus Queen, but I got to Tokyo, Japan, and several other cities, and that was amazing. I would say that was a highlight for me, too.
Yeah, it was a highlight. It
So-
truly was.
I mean, nowadays, so Miss Florida Citrus they wanted to change it from Queen to Miss Florida Citrus, which they did. And we brought the pageant back 2015, and it is now part of the Miss Florida, Miss America system. But it's not a paid spokesperson like it used to be with the Citrus Commission because of all the decrease in the crop size and everything else due to greening. So it's totally different. And when I tell the girls what we used to do, they just are amazed. And because, I mean, I'm sure, like you, I had to stop whatever I was doing, and I was theirs for a year and traveled all over the place, like you must have. So it was both exhilarating and a lot of work.
Yes, it was. And everyone said, be sure you bring your accordion. So I took my accordion all over the state of Florida.
You must have built up some arm muscles, because I've held that thing, and it's heavy.
Yeah, I did, but it didn't bother me at all.
Well, you kept playing it for a long time. I mean, I remember when we were at the Garden Club, and you actually played it for us when we had the Citrus Queen contest when I was at the showcase. You played for one of our events there. I remember you being on stage with that. That was so wonderful. And I could absolutely see why you would win and why people wanted you to bring your accordion, because you were amazing.
Well, thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed playing for people.
Who were some of your favorite people that you remember? I remember,
Leanne Merriweather
Yes.
was, and we traveled together a lot. People requested that I come with her and to bring
Bring
my
your accordion. But you also had, you made friends with, and I don't remember how, but wasn't it Phyllis Diller?
Yes.
And how did that come about?
Yes. I met Phyllis Diller, and I asked her, would she come to Winter Haven? And she said, well, I guess I will. And so she came to Winter Haven, and I had a party for her at my home. And it was a very large party, and she enjoyed it immensely. She told me how much she enjoyed the party, and we became good friends. And so I was very blessed with her friendship.
She was a funny lady, and she seemed very nice from what I remember.
Yes, yes.
So, but now you were part of the Florida Club too, right?
Yes.
And that was the social arm of the Florida Citrus Showcase, is
Yes,
that correct?
uh-huh.
So tell us a little bit about, because I know you hosted a number of parties on their behalf. So how did that interaction go with the citrus industry?
Well, the Florida Citrus Queen and Miss Florida, they wanted both titleists to come. And so I represented both, Miss Florida and the Florida Citrus Queen. And they always said, be sure to bring your accordion.
Absolutely.
And so I did. And I traveled all over the state of Florida and played the accordion. And I loved every minute of that.
They loved you too, that's for sure.
And they would applaud and want me to play another song. And I would stay on and play another song.
Oh, nice.
And it was a wonderful experience for me. It truly, truly was.
Well, what are your thoughts about the upcoming centennial?
I think it's wonderful that they're having that. I think it is so good. The Florida citrus industry is such a wonderful industry.
I agree.
And I'm glad they're keeping the Florida Citrus Queen alive. And I'm so thankful that they're doing that.
Well, the Florida Citrus Queen played a huge marketing role in the citrus industry, and a lot of people forget the value that all of these pictures had in terms of marketing the crop.
Oh.
So I want to make sure that we bring some of that out, because this scrapbook is huge, and this is 1 year in life, and I can't wait to go through more of these. But I mean, that's a lot. I mean, this is just beautiful. So when they say one picture tells 1,000 words,
Yes.
these are a lot of pictures and a lot of words and a lot of
Now,
publicity.
that's a picture in Atlantic City. This is a picture on the stage in Atlantic City. And it was the biggest auditorium I have ever seen in my life. And I couldn't get over the size of the auditorium.
I heard they're trying to take it back to Atlantic City, so
Well, that's good.
a lady in Wellington bought the rights to Miss America pageant, and she wants to bring it back to its roots a bit and go back to Atlantic City if she can, and she's trying to
That's
get more sponsors and television
wonderful.
coverage again, so that could be a nice breath of fresh air for that.
That would be wonderful
So-
to take it back to Atlantic City.
And I wanted to just see these, you have two crowns here, so I wanted to see, this must be the Citrus Queen
The
one.
Florida Citrus Queen,
And what is this one?
Miss Florida.
That was Miss Florida then? Oh, wow, that is just beautiful.
Thank you. I think there's another crown around here somewhere. And I think it was also Miss Florida. But this was the Florida Citrus Queen.
We have pictures through the years, and it's amazing the different crowns that some of them have, and a couple of them even had the scepters.
Yes.
So I haven't seen any of those yet, but I've seen them in the pictures. Now, what was this one? Do you remember what that might have been?
I can't remember, but it's just a picture in my formal gown at the piano.
And you've got a costume on that one. Is that one of the European tours, maybe? Or is that at Nora Mayo?
I think that was at Norma Mayo Hall. I believe it was at Norma Mayo.
So we're probably going to have next year's pageant at Nora Mayo. I think on March the 2nd. I'm trying to firm that up and should know this week or next week.
Oh,
And what we'd like to do on March 1st, we'll have the Florida Citrus Hall of Fame either in Lakeland or Winter Haven. And we'd like to have the Citrus Queens who would like to attend seated at some of our tables with our sponsors. So her and our a guest, and then follow that up with the pageant on Saturday, and then Saturday night with a gala, and then maybe followed by brunch on Sunday before everybody leaves. So make a nice little weekend out of it. Remember when the Florida Club, the ladies would have a luncheon prior to the Florida Citrus Queen pageant. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
well, it was a lovely luncheon, and I remember playing the accordion, and I always enjoyed playing for the people. They thoroughly welcomed me,
Absolutely.
and so that was fun.
I know. I think one of the first times I met you was at the luncheon prior to the Miss Florida Citrus pageant, and it was upstairs, as I remember, at Normeo. It was upstairs there, and they would bring all the contestants in and have lunch up there with all the ladies up from the Florida Club. So I think that was the first time I remember meeting you. You're just so lovely and very kind to us. I appreciate that. Thank you. So some of the other people that you had met, I think your son said Cynthia Ann Mobley.
Yes.
Was she in the pageant, or how did you meet her?
Oh, well, I met her at the Miss America pageant.
Okay.
And I met a lot of the former Miss Americas,
Okay.
and I traveled with the people would request that I come with the Miss America.
That was Leanne Merriweather,
And
right?
Leanne Merriweather, and so we traveled all over the state. I really enjoyed traveling with my accordion and playing for people.
So what advice would you have for the Florida Citrus Queens to come, or the Miss Florida Citrus women to come?
Well, don't let it fade away. Keep it going. It is a wonderful, wonderful contest, and it's so important to the industry. And the industry is so good for this title. And I just can't say enough. Don't let it die. Keep it going.
Thank you. We're working on it.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Is there anything you want to make sure that we know about your year as Miss Florida, as the Florida Citrus Queen, or as Miss Florida?
It was the most wonderful time of my life, and I loved every minute of it, and I loved every person that I met, and I'm very thankful for that part of my life.
Well, thank you so much for being here. So good to see you.
So good to
Thanks
see
for letting
you.
us in your home. And I want to take a few pictures of your scrapbook,
Okay.
if that's all right.
Of course.
Okay, and if you think of anything else you want to bring up and talk about, well, just let me know, and we'll stop and do something like that. Okay?
All right.